Hey everybody, it's Dave here from Banner Badgers, and this is our latest What's in the Box. Now, I was lucky enough to get my hands on a second starter set. This is, I'm not sure if it's the first or the second really, this is GODTEAR, the Borderlands. Now this is a separate starter set. We already have a GODTEAR playlist, so if you haven't yet checked that out, we've got a few items on our channel, plus a load of other stuff as well. From Steamforged Games, but this is GODTEAR. Now, GODTEAR was a Kickstarter back in 2019, released in 2020, I think. And this is available now. This is in stock at steamforged.com. It's priced around 55 quid and available right now. Okay, this is the starter set, and GODTEAR is how can we explain it? It's got miniatures, it's got a board game, and it's kind of like a quick skirmish thing. I got the other box set, which is called Eternal Glade, if I remember correctly. You'd think I'd prep this, and I took it on a holiday. I'm back from a holiday now. It was a great holiday, and we played it like mad. I wish I'd had this one. I wish I had some more champions to play, because it's something you can upscale. It's not just, you can play this as it is if you want to, but if you really get into it, my boy is 7 years old and I've been playing it with him and he absolutely loves it. And the reason I was interested in it is a couple of things. I mean, Steamforged Games, I think their games have been great. The past lockdown year, it's 2022 by the way, when I'm recording this came out in 2019, 2020. It's been around for a couple of years already. But I think because of lockdown, we've missed out on a few things. And I think this, for me personally, went under the radar a bit. And I've mentioned before, if you've seen any of our interviews, if you've seen any of our other unboxings about GODTEAR, I've mentioned before about wanting a game that I could pick up, play, and put away. I've already got Bard Sung, which is another Steamforged game. I absolutely love it. We love it. We've got the new Hero Quest. It's just a setup time with a lot of kind of role-playing game-esque, and this is a skirmish game. The speed of this reminds me of either a game of chess. I'm not a chess professional, so it doesn't take me long to lose at chess, or battleships. It's you versus another player. This is a two-player game, but in the starter set you get two sets of champions. So you can see here you've got these kind of Assassin's Creed samurai looking dudes, and down here you've got these like knights, warrior, paladin kind of dudes. Who is going to win when they clash? That's the point of this. Now in this box you get two sets of champions and their followers, but it's for 2 players only. You can't add 3 or 4 players. But what you can do is Steamforged being very clever and allowed you to have, you can have 2 champions on your team, and your opponent can have 2 champions. You can have 3 champions on your side, and so can your opponent. And those you can buy as like mini expansions. They're really nicely done. And I've been talking with James recently. He's their community manager over at Steamforged Games, so do go say hi. Check out their website. Check out I don't know, Discord, Twitter, whatever they're on. I can't remember. And talk to them about this, because this is great. And they recently did Gen Con in the States and Adepticon, and they had a ton of GODTEAR stuff. They were really pushing it because I think the global pandemic, various lockdowns all around the world, various delays, I think that this was affected by that. And if it hadn't been, I think this would be on everyone's shelves. Now, I've picked this up before. Look at the artwork. I mean, that is gorgeous. This is just the side of the box. I mean, look at the attention to detail there. Absolutely stunning. No idea what that means. Steamforged Games, something 12. And look at this side. Look, an elf. Didn't look like an elf on the front, but there you go, an elf. So this is your champion. And the other guy is the other champion. He's the other champion. Him. Okay. Looks amazing. Now what's it say on the bottom? A miniature game of ascendant champions battling in a broken world. Now you get the game. I'll show you. You get the. This is what you get inside. Here's the easy bit. Now apologies for this bit. The box is damaged. I don't know why. It does feel like there's something prodding out, but I'll have to have a proper check. But you can see straight away that this champion has 3 followers, and this champion has 5. So it's very much a skill set going on. Now, this symbol means, if I remember correctly, this is a maelstrom, and this one is a guardian, which means different skill sets, and that's how you can mix and match. There's also Slayer and Shaper, and you can mix and match these on your team. So if you had one of them, and a Slayer on your team, you can control your side of the board. And this is not like other board games. It's not like Risk, where you have armies and you're moving across continents and things. This is a lot simpler. This is a lot more one-on-one combat. You know, you've got, or you can team up your guys against their guys and so forth. Let's just have a quick read of the back. You can see a tear there. I think it's just a tear. GODTEAR has a GODTEAR. There you go. So let's try and read this. Even gods can die. As they fall, only their divine essence remains. Great crystal meteors known as GODTEARs, not tear, GODTEAR. GODTEARs raining from the skies to land in the mortal realm. A few rare mortal champions are able to withstand and harness the immense power of a GODTEAR. But once they taste the power of a god, they are driven by an endless ambition to gain more. That just basically means you're going to play this game again and again and again. And it's, I tell you, we had so much. Once we kind of got into the swing of the rules, me and my boy, it was great. Things started to get a bit heated. He picked up the game great. I mean, it says at the bottom, there you go, age 14 plus. Ignore that. My boy's 7. He picked it up late. My boy plays Bard Song with me. He got, so yeah, I think 14. Don't need to. Anyway, where was I? In GODTEAR, players take control of these mighty champions, attempted to claim the essence of the shattered gods as their own, so they can ascend to the throne of immortality and untold power. So basically, you're not be able to see that well. You get these kind of cardboard tokens. You put this on a map. That represents where the comet has impacted, this kind of comet thing. And then each of your teams starts at your side, your opponent is on the other side, and you march in and you claim this land. Now your opponent can then remove your banner, remove you, can attack your followers, can attack you. Your champion can fall. They can be resurrected, but they can fall. And at the end of that, I have a go, then you have a go. We tally up the points. And that's how you win. There's basically 5 rounds in this. Whoever has the most points wins. There's objective-based things and everything. And your minions or your followers can do different types of attacks and things. Anyway, we'll finish this at some point. Throwing players into the thick of it right from the start of the game, momentum swings dynamically between each player as the two sides clash until a winner emerges. Combat is smooth and fluid, with separate phases each turn that allow players to zoom out to plot their strategy and then jump straight back in as the fighting begins again. Now, when I first read that, I thought it was going to take a lot of time. It's not. You're always thinking about your next move anyway. In any kind of even battleships, you're always planning what your next move is going to be. This is exactly the same. If you like battleships, I'm saying battleships a lot. If you like battleships, you'll like this game. And it doesn't have those fiddly red and white pegs. Perfect if you're just starting on the path of your destiny or looking to bolster your warband. This box contains everything you need for 2 players to get started. I mentioned 2 players. It is only 2 players. You can't add 3 or 4 players. It is only 2 players. And the game lasts about 45 to 60 minutes, which is perfect. I mean, look at the size of this box. It's lovely. It's compact. Everything you need is in here. I took my other box on holiday with me. It didn't take up any space in the car, really, in the luggage. And we played it endlessly. I mean, it's been so much good fun. Now this one, I've taken the wrapping off. I had a quick look through because it was torn here. It's a dent or damage. It feels like there's something there. I'm not sure what that is. So I've checked on it, but I haven't played this version yet. I haven't played with the Guardian or the Skirmishers. So I'm looking forward to doing this. But we've got to a point now, as I mentioned, you can have more than one champion in them and their followers on your side. Previously, I only took the previous starter box on holiday, And quite quickly, we got used to each other's tactics. So now we can both have 2 teams on each side and see how that is going to affect the ebb and flow of the game. You get a ton of stuff inside. I mean, the box set, again, you can pick these up. It's £55, steamforge.com, or check your local game stores. They should have had them by now. I think all the shipping problems are going away. So you get Finvar, that's the name of one of the champions, Lord of Mirages. I think that's the elf. I think that's him. And Titus, the Disgraced. That's got to be him. Beautiful artwork. 3 Shadow Sentinels, 5 Glory Seekers, 2 banners, 1 rulebook, a double-sided battlefield. You can see here, so basically this board, it's really nice thick cardboard. It's very sturdy. Has 2 sides. You just pick the side that you like the look of. A double-sided battlefield, 10 dice. I mentioned that in a previous video. I really love the fact they give you a nice, and like 5. When you're in the swing of it, you get +1s or -1s to your dice rolls. That's how you affects. So sometimes you won't be rolling 5. You might be rolling 6 or 7, or sometimes you might be rolling 4 or 3. It depends on what your opponent does to you, really, what happens in the game. So you get 10 dice, 24 objective hexes, 6 profile cards, 3 dashboards, and 85 tokens. So you get a lot of kind of damage tokens and plus and minus tokens and things like that. So let's have a look inside. I didn't get a box fart that time. I think on most boxes when I do these, I always get this weird herp, a little box fart toot. Anyway, the rulebook is great. Really, really straightforward. It's 20 odd pages. It's not hard going at all. Look, 6 pages of the big picture. It's just, I'm not going to go into detail. You don't need to see all this. The overview is great. The breakdown of I mean, look at those minis. Look at them. That's the renders of those minis. They look gorgeous, don't they? They look amazing. And you get some banners. And that's how you kind of mark your, not necessarily the territory you're kind of looking at, you're claiming, and then your opponent can attack that banner. If your banner is still there at the end of that round, you get an extra 5 points. So it's worth it. You can see you got the battlefield. The battlefield uses hexes, which again is quite a nice change. Kind of getting bored of those 1-inch squares. You got dashboard. You got a ton of tokens. There's more dice. It's great. Great artwork. Here's a little story. This is, I think it's the same. I can't remember. I haven't compared it. I think it's the same introduction as the other box set as well. But all the artwork is definitely unique. And we had this kind of breakdown before. I've only really known of Steamforged products mainly from the Epic Encounters, which is amazing. You'll know from our channel that we play role-playing games. We do unboxings of most of that kind of stuff. And Epic Encounters was literally epic. So this echoes of that. It's the same team. So layout, artwork, language, the tone of voice, very, very familiar. And I like that. And even these cards. I recently, my Bard Sung Kickstarter, which is Steamforged, huge, massive box set of all these stuff. This is, you can see where they were thinking that, you know, they've got their own cards in Bard Sung. And you can see some of the styling is the same, the layout is the same. So it's tried and tested, and that's what I like as well. Here's your kind of your dashboard, how things are laid out. Again, you're not going to see this in great detail. If you want to look at anything properly, just please do pause it. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below. Please do like and subscribe, ring that bell, and all that jazzy stuff. It's just a breakdown. It's a very quick, simple game to get into. There's no fancy rules. It's move and attack, move and attack, and your characters have their own cards, which will allow them to do other things. But you can see, like, if I have so much movement, how I can move, how I can move away, how I move in a straight line, ranges if I'm using like bow and arrows, how far I can do them. Very, very simple rules. You will be up and running and playing in no time. I actually watched a few videos. There's a few videos already out there on the Steamforge website. In the GODTEAR section, they promote Becca Scott. It's a useful video. I found that the Steamforged videos they did themselves, that shows a bit of gameplay that was probably better. But yeah, check out as much of these as you can. There's some really useful information actually on the website. When I took the first box on holiday and just learning the swing of it, getting into the swing of it, learning the ropes, repeat. I still had some questions and I found the answers on their website. So definitely do go and check that out. And here we go. We have the same in the previous book. You have the same. It's exactly the same. It's just the artwork has changed. The board background has changed. Knowledge, quest, chaos, and the book. And at the back you have a reference of all the icons that you will need. Okay, it's all there. We're not worried about showing you too much because this is an unboxing, not a review or how to play. More importantly, so let's have a go. We have this. Now this is the board. You can see underneath. Here's all the bits. I've not yet punched the others. When I did the other boxing, I had it for about a week or so before I went on holiday. We took it on holiday. This got ripped, and it was so nice. They give you extra bags because I was on holiday and I couldn't get any, and I was like, thank for fair. Try not to swear. They had an extra bag that I could put all the tokens in because the extra cardboard went straight in recycling. So let's see if we can have a look. You can see, I mean, look at the detail on this map. It echoes of epic encounters. In fact, guys, Steamforge people, I would love to see this map in an epic encounters because the detail on these are beautiful. Be really nice to be able to explore things in a role-playing game. I mean, look at that. Just look at the detail. Hopefully that's coming up as a mound of something, but hopefully that is coming up. And I don't think when we played it, we never used the terrain. I don't think terrain is part of this game. Like there's a statue in that square, so does that mean you can't go in that square? Is that blocked? Does that mean you can't go over here? I'm not sure. But let's try and... I'm not going to open up the whole board. They are big. But maybe we should play that you can't. That's like some kind of pillar and you can't block that. But why is these floors different? Like different material. I think this one is because it's got two sides. I mean, look at that. And then when you have this fully open on your table, it's probably about A2 in size, and they have. It is double-sided. Here we have a desert side again. So in the other box, I didn't have a proper look at this one. In the Eternal Glade, you had the same one, just kind of desert sand view, and you can see that again. Look at this. It's really, really nice. Really nice how that's come together. Yeah, I like that. And it's good. It's really thick cardboard, really strong. That's folded. So there's a piece there. It is solid. It's not the same cardboard. I don't think it's the same cardboard. I don't think it's the same cardboard as this. This is actually thick as well. The tokens are quite thick. I'll pop one out. There we go. I'm not precious about it. I'm not one of these people who like never opens a game. I will try and put it back though. But once I've popped all these out, yeah, this goes in the bin. I don't keep it. These all go in there, in that little extra freezer bag thing they provided. But yeah, I like that. And then this is your it's called like a ladder. So you have a token. The token starts in the middle. Can't really see that, but this is expanded. So it goes to your color, to your opponent's color, right at the other side of the map, and the token will stay in the middle. At the end of each round, you tally up the points, and if you've scored more, the token will move towards you. If you score less, it will move towards your opponent, and that's how you start to win the game. The game takes about 5 rounds. It's really good. Once you get into the swing of it, wow, it's so good. It's so competitive, in a fun way. You get 10 dice. The dice are lovely. There you go. There's all different sides to these. You get ones there, you get these, and you get blanks. So basically, when you are attacking, so I might get, say, 6 dice to attack my opponent based on pluses or minuses, whatever I got. I get 6 dice, and you can see there, I've got 2 blanks. So that means nothing, and I got 4 hits, so 4 successes. But some of these dice, well, they all have them. There's one side of these D6s that has 2 points. So you know, that might be all I need. See, there you go. And this is just, the symbol on the dice is the GODTEAR logo itself, which I really like. It's nice and clean. I really like it. And I love custom dice. Really, really nice. It means with custom dice, the best thing about custom dice, and this is things they don't really tell you, is you can't, no one else can run off and nick them to play Monopoly or some other board game you might have. It's not like, oh yeah, Dad's got 10 spare dice in that game, I'm going to use them for Monopoly. No, these are my dice that goes in my game. So you get an extra freezer bag, or whatever these are called. I call them freezer bags. Go to Tesco's, you get a pack of 50 for £1. There you go. But it's nice. It's nice that they thought of these things. Here's another thing. So, Steamforged games. I've mentioned the design, the artwork, flawless. Okay, fantastic. But the thing that has really made Steamforged a step above and beyond everyone else is they have thought about how their products are contained in these boxes. I mean, this is shaped. You can see here it's ridged, and that's because the board slots straight in there. And here, look, you've got an area for your cards. Boom. It's so nice. That's when you forget to put them in before the board. It's so nice. They've thought about everything you need. They did that with we did that with Bard Sung as well. Bard Sung, brilliant, superb, and even Epic Encounters, which is how I got into Steamforged in the first place, was great. The packaging, great, second to none. Anyway, let's take a look at the cards. Everything is also wrapped. Here's my dashboard. So dashboards are the same. I think you get 3 in each. Pardon the noise. There we go. Not the thickest of cardboard. They are kind of like, not exactly laminated, but kind of laminated. Although it's got different design, I think that has a different picture to my. I don't remember it having a tower building in there, but that's nice. I like that. But you get 3, even though you only get 2 champions. Maybe it's a spare. Or maybe it's to encourage you to get some more champions. I do not know. I can't get those back in. And I don't want to make the noise. So let's get those out of the way. Right, let's have a look at the cards. So the cards are your... Actually, no. Let's have a look at these. Because I'll show you one. Because there's the champions. There you go. I was hiding them the whole time. So here we have some cards. They are... cardboard tokens. You saw how thick they were. There you go. Easily pop out. Nice and clean. No ridges, no nothing. I don't know why they are different colours. I couldn't find anything that says different colours have different points. So I think it's just like throw down tokens with when you play the game. And I don't know why you have so many. Oh, I do. I do know why you have so many. Yes, I do. Because on certain rounds, you can add more tokens to the map, and if you're strategic, you can block your opponent because their followers can't go on GODTEAR landing places. So anyway, you get loads of these bits and pieces. These are wound tokens. These are your round tokens. These are pluses to speed, plus to dodge. There's your to hit tokens. As for range or sniping, and that is defense. And then on the flip side is your minus. So you don't just get pluses, you can also get minuses to your defense, to your attack, to your dodge skills, which of course your opponent will then take advantage of. So be warned. This is not just about winning. This is about points. Now, I've mentioned several times I played this with my boy on holiday, and I won the majority of the games. I didn't win them all. And there was one game where I thought I'd won. We totted up the points and he beat me by 1 point. So points matter. This is not just about knocking out your opponent. I love it. Yeah, really, really nice. You get three sheets of tokens. There you go. Tons and tons of. So you got plenty. You got more than enough to use. The great thing is that the reason they give you all these more is because they're expecting you to expand. So I mentioned about getting more champions. You can have more than one. So this is a starter set. Remember that. This is £55. It gives you everything you need to run to get started. This will teach you the rules, teach you the basic game. But you can buy expansions. So you see this guy here in the yellow? You can buy expansion boxes of just champions. And champions come in different sections. You got, let's see if I can remember again, Slayers, Guardians, Shapers, and Maelstroms. And they just kind of give you a series of different set skills. But look at these. Look, and each one is different. Each one has a different pose. They are superb. And again here, look. Each one is a different pose. I love this one actually. I would paint that and use that in a D&D Pathfinder game. Just incredible. That's cool. That is so cool. Might be a little bit taller than the other characters, but hey ho. Maybe he's just that. Oh, look at that one. Look at that. He's even like taking a step forward. Blades drawn. Blades ready. Yeah. Now, on the pictures, well, I suppose it's got one here. On the pictures, it was an elf. But these ones don't have ears sticking out. This one, the champion, or maybe it's just a champion. This one does. They've actually done it. If you see on these hood, there you can see his ears sticking out, which is a really nice touch. And got that kind of a Assassin's Creed mask hood going on. You can see the level of detail. I mean, look at that. You've got hexes on there. That's great. Shame that the sword is a little bit bent. Might be able to fix that. And all your champions are, if you're into miniatures, this is a large size, and that's just for your champion to give you some kind of size. But it looks great on the board. You can see where each champion is. So when you target them, you attack each other. So your followers can attack one another, and you get points for whoever wins. But your followers and your champions can also attack the other champions. And look at that. Is that? I was going to say, is that an axe on his back? But it's not. Now, what's not clear is there a hero and a villain in every box set? Is there, like, the champions? We know that everyone is fighting over the same thing, but is there such a thing as good guys and bad guys? I mean, in the previous box set, there were skeletons, there were undead, who were typically evil. and we had Nia. And Nia looked like a pretty good dwarf kind of character who is creating rock creatures. This one is, I mean, he could be good or bad, couldn't he? He's probably bad. But really, so good these ones. I mean, these are like, well, I suppose they're elves, maybe elves, because elves are good. I don't know, kind of like treetop assassins, defenders of something. What I like actually is, look, heavily armoured. Heavily armoured versus someone who's not heavily armoured. So I'm really looking forward to playing my next. These are your banners. So playing my next game of. I was going to say Bardsong then. Playing my next game of GODTEAR. I'm looking at Bardsong is great. If you want to know more about Bardsong, check out our channel. We've got a load of stuff on it. It's gorgeous. But this is just phenomenal. And the idea here is, so on the board, you put down one of these. This is where the meteor has crashed, and you claim it. And that's it. But you can see what you've claimed, but so can your opponent. Your opponent will then try to attack it. They have to be next to it when they attack or move onto it to get rid of it. And then you stop collecting those points. That gives you 5 points at the end of the round if your banner is still claimed. But you can, it's great. It becomes so tactical. It's great. It really is. So again, check it out. It's 50 quid, 55 quid. I don't know, actually, because this is, as I'm filming this, we're now into we're just about to go into May 2022. And UK Games Expo is the first weekend in June up in Birmingham. And I was hoping that Steamforged, because they are also UK based, would be going. I don't know if they are. If they are, I hope that they've got this. They'll probably be promoting Bardsong, but this is a game which is so nice and quick. So these are your cards. Don't worry about reading them so much. I'm not going to go into the rules. We'll probably do. I mean, I've really fallen in love with this game. We'll probably do some how to play videos. In terms of, if you're looking for a review, it's great. Get it. it's that easy. But I'll probably do some how to play videos. But right now, I'm just having fun playing it. We're playing Bardsong as well. It's only because we took a break from Bardsong because we went on holiday. So we've been playing this. And again, this game doesn't take up any space. You can pick it up, put it down, really, really easy. It's cool. It is so cool. I think I've already mentioned on this video, I spoke to James, who's a community manager, and there is a new champion, which is just about to be released, either now or early May. I think it's released. I don't think it's like a pre-order. I think it's kind of like an out now release. And so I'm looking forward to start getting some champions. So you can tell by the skill cards. Your followers have different skills. Your champions have different skills. Each set of units, have their own skill sets. So how this one will complement the strategy of this one in terms of opposing forces, we'll work that out. But when you mix them up with the other teams, I reckon that is gonna really open up some extra bits and pieces of content for us to check out. And I'm really looking forward to that. It just means that the game is always not necessarily expanding, but allows it to, I'm not going to put those back in there, it's too noisy, but allows it to always change, become flexible and different, which I absolutely love. So where's my board? There it is. There's the board. As I said, look, lovely. All fits in nice and tidy. And then the lid goes on there. you go. It's nice. It's not a massive box by any standards, but the board comes out to A2. It is lovely. It's portable. You can take it anywhere. Let's find out. And Steamforge, if you're listening to this, if you got this far into it, if you're listening this far, let us know. Put it in the comments below if you're going to be at UK Games Expo this year, 2022. It would be great to see you, to say hi, and to challenge you at God Tier if you're playing it. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please do like and subscribe. You know the usual bits. Hit the bell. Share it with your pets, your neighbours, your aliens. Whatever floats your boat, really. And stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.